I am finally home, like, for a good hot minute. It has been the wildest 48 hours of my life, and I'm completely fucking speechless. Like, first of all, witnessing my best friend give birth was the most amazing experience of my fucking life. Like, hands down, it was beautiful and powerful and such a full circle moment for me, because we went from hating each other's guts on site freshman year. I didn't really hate her, I just didn't really know her, but she was like this bitch, to me holding her hand while she delivered her son. Like, the level of emotion that I've had and just kind of where I'm at is just so, I truly cannot ever put into words what it's like to witness something like that, and for you to witness something like that with someone you love so purely. Like, both, I say my best friend and her husband, but in reality they're both my best friends. Like, they've been together since sophomore year of high school, so it's, that man is my other best friend in this life, and it's just such a monumental moment. Like, for my best friend to even get pregnant with her health issues, to let alone being the very first person in the family friend group to give birth naturally, like no C-section. We were really worried that she was going to end up having a C-section, but she was champ. The hospital was very meticulous about how they did things. They were very slow with it. They basically just helped her body along the natural process of things, and it worked beautifully. He is perfect. The most handsome boy. He is little, but so mighty, and has so much attitude already that I'm like, we're gonna be good friends. We're gonna be like this. So, he's quiet, and I'm sure that, as time goes on, he'll get a little bit more comfortable and adapt to things and probably be a little bit more fussy and outspoken, but honestly, he just wants to chill. He just wants to chill, and he's just, there's something uniquely divine about holding a brand new baby. Like, it's just so magical. And I mean, I've been there before. I have family that have had babies, but for me, this moment is extra special because I was involved with the whole process of labor and delivery and seeing him come into the world, but also too, like, that's my best friend of over 15 years at this point. Like, there's just something uniquely magical about watching your childhood best friend become this version of herself. Like, it's really hard to articulate, but it was beautiful. I drove back and forth to the hospital, I think 5 different times in a matter of 48 hours, and she gave birth at a hospital that's literally 30 miles away, which I'm glad she did, because it was the perfect place for her to give birth, the perfect hospital. Everything went so smoothly, and they definitely know what they're doing. But I had to come home and check on Amara. I needed some sleep. I think I'm running on like 7 hours and 48. To the point where, like, after she gave birth, I kind of stepped out of the room and I wanted to give them their moment, and I went outside, and I mean, I like zipped my purse into my jacket because I wasn't functioning. I didn't know what day it was. Like, I didn't know what time. Like, it just everything stops, Anyways, I know a lot of you knew what was going on, so I wanted to update you and tell you he's here. He's perfect. Mom's healthy. Dad's enthralled. Auntie is emotional and speechless. And I've been having emotions all day about it, just because, like, I'm somebody who uses music as a way to feel my emotions. And when I went to go home after the birth, a couple hours after, I got in the car, and the very first song when I hit shuffle on my playlist that came up was God Give Me You by Blake Shelton. And that song was the song my grandmother walked down the aisle to my grandfather. My how do I even put it? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like my Nana's husband, but not my biological grandfather. She married him a few years before her death, and that was the song that she decided to walk down the aisle to, so it felt like a way of her to say hi. And then when I went to go home just now, to drive home from the hospital, I got back in the car and I hit shuffle again, and the song that came up was Sober by Demi Lovato. And that song was the song that I was obsessed with leading up to my overdose. And it just gave me this like quick moment of being like, holy shit, I've come so far. So far. Like, going from somebody who is selfish and addicted to opiates and incapable of caring about anybody but herself, to this version of me who was entrusted with the most special moment of someone's life, of multiple someone's lives. And it's just beautiful, and I'm so grateful and thankful and speechless, and I wish my Nana were here to talk to about this. Yeah.